Welcome to the channel. Today we're going through the best and worst tattoo TikToks I could find. Let's jump into it. I got this doozy eyelid tattoo. They've been popping up all over the place. Eyelid tattoos, who would have guessed it? This is lean cup on the eyelid. Wow. Just look at that, dude. In case you don't know what a lean cup is, it's a type of drink that gets you leaning, I guess. That's the most uncomfortable way I could explain it, and it makes me feel like a very big dork for having to explain it. But I do want to say that a lot of this tattoo is very poorly done. Like the fact that you need to put white in a tattoo tells me that you didn't do a great job. But a lot of this black outline stuff is probably gonna stay all right. And even that purple might stay in there. And especially like the fact that they made this like huge and even going into the eyebrow gives it the best chance for looking all right for a long time. I don't think it's gonna look great ever because it don't look great now. And like, at least I know it's a lean cup. Today's youth, you know? This feels like a throwback to the SoundCloud era of yesteryear. It's so crazy how fast that time frame is gone. Like this is old Tekashi 6ix9ine type of stuff. This is old Little X Pump featured Zam and X, you know, stuff. So yeah, hey, good for him. He's keeping the tradition of getting stupid shit on your face alive. I'm sure he's a very mediocre rapper, which makes me happy, you know? I will say, the lean cup, stupid as all hell. This hustler, also fucking stupid, but I like it. That hustler is tattooed super well. I'm not a huge font guy, but I can look at it and be like, that looks pretty nice. I'm not a huge fan of the H on the hustler, but you know, I didn't do it, so who really cares what I think about it? But the USTLER all look very clean. Hey dude, this guy's got a look, and it is, don't leave your wallet around me. I'm just kidding. I'm just kittens. I'm just kittens. I hope this guy's happy in life. On to the next. Okay, Uzi Tattoo, making another feature on my channel. Okay, I think he's probably the person and tattooer I've talked about the most, and I really love his tattooing, except for when he does stupid shit like all blue or all red dragons as sleeves. You know, I think that's poor decision making on a tattooer's part, and there's no one who can convince me otherwise. But Mr. Uzi Tattoo is a brilliant artist and tat maker, and especially when he does all black, I'm like, I fucking love it, dude. I love it. Mr. Uzi. It's funny how I could love and dislike some of the stuff he does, but like, truthfully, does any of it matter? Not really. He's a great tattooer. This is fucking amazing. And I really want to talk about the composition on that sleeve, because it just looks right. Okay, I think there's a 50-50 chance that you're sitting at home being like, I don't really like it. Maybe it looks a little muddy. And I go, I kind of see that too. It is a little bit muddy. But what's interesting to me as a tattooer is the way that he designed this sleeve, and he used all these faces, and it just like really works well. And I think that when it's all said and done, when it's all healed over the next, 10 years, you're gonna see a lot of distance between the dark and the light, which maybe you can't see right now in the fresh photo, but I think it's gonna overall make a great tattoo, which is just exciting for me because that composition is very difficult. If someone came to me and they're like, I want 20 different anime characters' faces on me, I'd be like, how? How am I gonna pull this together? And obviously he did it very well. But yeah, Uzi Tat. Absolutely fucking hate his red and blue dragons, and I absolutely fucking love this anime sleeve. Good for him. I wonder if he's gonna watch this. Probably not. But if he does, love, hate, bud. Yeah! On to the next. Nikita, dude, on the tongue. Okay, so this one makes me think because I've actually never seen a tongue tattoo done, which puts me in a kind of a weird position because I usually am pulling from a space of like, I've seen this, I hated that. This is what I'm saying. I've never seen a tongue tattoo done. I truly don't know how it's gonna heal. I'm gonna go out on a ledge and make some risky choices here by saying that I'm gonna guess it's gonna look stupid as absolute fuck. Okay, you know, I just don't think it's a good idea. And I'm gonna guess that your tongue is gonna look like a splotchy black pile of crap, and you shouldn't do stuff like this. If I'm wrong, I am sorry. I'm actually not sorry because I don't really care that much. But if I'm wrong in this instance, fuck me, okay? This is a stupid ass idea. Don't tattoo your tongue. It's not gonna work, and your tongue's not gonna take ink the same way your skin will. Okay, I think we all know that. I think we all instinctually can pick up that it's dumb, okay? Don't do it. Nikita, if you come into my shop and ever ask me to tattoo your tongue, I am going to fight you. Not really. I'm not a fighter, I'm a lover. I'm not really a lover either. I'm just a guy, okay? But do not come into my shop. I will want to punch you, okay? What's going on, guys? I want to just take a moment to say thank you. We just broke 70,000 subscribers, and we're trying to make it to 100. If you don't mind liking, subscribing, sending this to people who also like tattoos, we appreciate it. But also, if you want to help support the channel, we just dropped our first t-shirt. Me and my buddy Austin, who's been in clothing for a long time, just started it, just dropped it. It's our first t-shirt. Check out the link in the description below at tulipstreet.com. Look at the back. Pretty fucking cool. Even Pepe looks fucking cool in this shirt, except for his dumb hair. Thank you guys. I appreciate you so much. Everything, always, truly. Thank you. On to the next. We got ourselves a Lemmy tattoo. Okay, in case you're not familiar with Lemmy, the fact that I feel the need to just, explain anything like the lean cup, Lemmy, you guys know all this, but Lemmy was the lead singer of Motorhead, RIP, no longer with us, but he was famous for having weird, gross fucking moles on his face. Just kidding. They were just big, and so this person used his nipple as a mole on his face. Very smart. Very smart. And the fact that they made it work just makes me very excited. It is very funny. Good for these people, good for the client. It's a dumb thing to have, but he has it and it's funny. And you could tell he's got the Black Sabbath logo on his throat too. So, clearly this guy's a metalhead. And all his tattoos are so black metal that it just works. Katie Vaughn, great tattooing, funny idea for the client. On to the next. Face script. Okay, obviously on this channel we talk about face tattoos a lot. I have been very critical of this space on a forehead. I think it looks very dumb. And anytime I've seen someone do it, it looked stupid, with the exception of a few things, like I don't mind things that are higher up into the hairline, that's okay. But when it's like right down into here and it's coming onto the forehead area, I just think it's a bad look. And I've never seen people do it right. I've seen, like we talked about earlier with the guy with Hustler right here, I think that looks fine when it's like one part. But when it's like here to here and your whole forehead, it does not look good. It is not a good position on a face for a face tattoo. I think there's tons and tons of face tattoos I really like. I like when something creeps out like this. I like when there's something small here. I even like when there's something under here, above here. Face tattoos, I don't have a problem with. What I don't like ever is when I see it across the forehead because it looks bad every single time. And I don't know why, but it feels like I'm looking at something that's not human. Like I'm not able to register the rest of the face when I see it up here. I just straight to the face tattoo and I go, no, not a good look. So this guy getting it lasered not only is helping my eyes adjust to his dumb face, but it's a good idea just for everybody. That's some pain in this guy's face, dude. When I was 20 something, I almost got something on the side of my head tattooed. So I kind of understand this like logic of doing dumb shit, but I don't get it. That thing looks gone, dude. Was that multiple sessions? That's crazy. That tattoo looks very gone, which is common, like to see a lot of the tattoo looking like it's gone immediately, but then it comes back as it heals. That one looks extra faded. So I don't know if they turned that machine up to 11 or what, but yeah. Fun fact, back in the day, I had buddies who removed whole sleeves in 3 to 5 sessions. and just like completely like obliterated their arms. Like just lasered the living shit out of it. And as lasering has advanced and as the business of lasering has advanced, they've really tuned down those machines to not only take longer, but it's also probably just better for the skin. So it's like, one, what's best for the skin is not doing it all in one session or 2 sessions or 3 sessions or whatever, but taking 15 so that the skin doesn't just like fry off into like disgustingness. But yeah, I did have friends who completely lasered their arms in just a few sessions and it looked miserably disgusting. Like their whole arms were bubbled up. So gross. Next. Okay, as a beardless freak myself, I've considered tattooing my face. No. No. 33, I have no facial hair. It's embarrassing. But neither does this guy, you know? And I'd much rather have no hair than a black splotchy beard, you know? That looks all poorly tattooed on. Stupid mistakes, man. Stupid fucking mistakes made by wild, wild people. You know, not all people who get tattooed have weird mental things going on, but some people who get tattooed have weird mental things going on, and this is that. Like the fact that you're gonna go blast your face with a bunch of black scratches to give off the look that you have a beard, bro, you don't have a fucking beard. Life is gonna be all right, dude. Ugh. Not to mention, how many goddamn dumb kiss marks do you need tattooed on you? Ugh. It looks like not only did he tattoo the beard on him, but he tattooed his eyebrows. He just looks like a Barbie doll, like a Barbie Ken or something like that. You know, like a Latino Barbie Ken. Tattooing is rough. That is the face of rough tattooing. Man, oh man, does it make me sad. It makes me sad. On to the next. First day of a tattoo. After 1 month. You want to know what's funny? You know, as a tattooer, people come to me. They ask for things. I say, that's a dumb fucking idea. And then they tell me, I don't care. I want it anyways. And I go, right on, let's do it. And I've had to do almost, I don't want to say it because he probably watches the videos. Maybe he doesn't. Who cares? But I've had to do stuff like this that were black silhouettes on fingernails or finger areas, and then they completely faded away. And then they come in and they want to touch them. And I'm like, bro, I'll give you one touch up. But the reality is, like, I told you from the beginning, I think it's a bad idea. And then you told me it's all right, just do it. And then you don't like the results. And it's like, bro, you know, I'm actually really happy that Bombay Tattoo, which I've been really critical in the past, mentioned this and showed it for what it really is. Because like, yeah, sometimes tattoo ideas just don't work and they just aren't right. And you should try and stop your clients from doing it, but that doesn't always happen. So if you have to do it, just do it. Get the money for it because you told them you can, with a heart full of compassion, move on and do the tattoo and be like, I tried to warn you. You didn't listen. You ended up with a mediocre looking finger tattoo. V for Vendetta. I forget the name of the face, but yeah, V for Vendetta. On to the next. Okay, when your mama let you get a tattoo, but you really wasn't ready. Okay, okay, this kid looks like he's 12. I'm gonna hope that he looks like he's 12, but he's actually 18. I do not think that that's the case because it says when your mama let you get a tattoo, but you really weren't ready. So more than likely this kid is underage. And the fact that someone's tattooing them makes me disgusted. Like, it's pathetic, it's sad. Like, if you need money this bad that you're willing to tattoo a child, yeah, it's just gross. It's gross and it's weird and yeah. I've battled this thought in my head a few times because like, there are some kids in my life who, if they were like, wanted a tattoo underage, I'd be like, yeah, whatever. But still, like, it does not matter. It's still fucking gross. Like, even if I was to tattoo a kid, just wait till you're fucking 20, dude. Get tattooed when you're 20. I don't care. I've said the opposite in the past, and I think it was stupid when I said it, and it's stupid now. Do not tattoo people under the age of 18 ever. Yeah. And it's like, obviously this kid can't handle getting tattooed. He's fucking 13. I hate it. I hate it, hate it, hate it, hate it, hate it. Look at how sad this kid is. I've said the opposite at times. Like, not crazy. I just was like, you know, there's kids that like if my nephews came up to me and they wanted a tattoo and they were a little young, I'd be like, yeah, maybe. Or I would probably even do it if their mom would let them. But that's a stupid thought. That was a stupid thought when I said it. It's a stupid thought now. So yeah, no. Any kid should be like, wait till you're an adult, you know? You don't have to rush into being an adult. And getting tattooed is just like one step closer to adulthood, and you just don't need it when you're a child. Yeah, fucking gross. On to the next. Okay, we got this weird hairline barbed wire look thing. The right angles are really weird here. I don't know why you would do that. Again with this like across the forehead look. I think it can be done right. I do not think that this is it. Like, honestly, it's the hairline move that like really bums me out. Cause like the tattoo, it's whatever. It's barbed wire. Like they're pretty simple, basic ideas. And even crappy looking barbed wire still looks good. Cause this is, yeah, super poorly, janky done. But it still looks all right until you get to these right angles. Like, why, dude? What, has he got like a weird buzz cut thing? Like a Latino haircut buzz thing? I don't know. Don't like it. Don't like it. Just rough. I'm kind of bummed. I will say, if you pause it right there, I don't mind that too much. I just wish there was more of those notches, like the little actual barbed wire parts, like the parts that are spiky. Like the fact that there's like this big old space between those two drives me crazy as like an aesthetic, you know, as like, if I was gonna draw it, I definitely wouldn't leave a gap that big in there. I didn't draw it, so, you know, who cares what I have to say about it? But if I was to draw it, I'd probably make it better. On to the next. This one tripped me out a little bit. Okay, obviously the red letters, absolutely hate, never gonna like it. Don't care if you see the video and you see me saying I like other things about it. I absolutely hate red lettering. No matter the size, no matter the placement, stupid, dumb. Everything else about this tattoo, I actually really like. I've stared at it a bunch of times and tried to figure it out. Cause like, you know, there's nothing about it that is like, looks that realistic or even looks that like detailed, which is kind of part of, you know, getting a tattoo like this with that black and gray look, like you want a lot of detail. But this just looks so simple and so clean at the same time. And it looks more cartoonish in a good kind of way that I'm just not used to seeing in black and gray tattooing. And I just like it. You know, it just, there's something about it that makes me interested in it in comparison to maybe all the dumb black, you know, like how many fucking times have we seen like a full Greek torso thing that is always just like sick, another version of a fucking Julius Caesar, you know, and his boyfriends next to each other or whatever. You know, we've seen it a million times. This looks different and I like it. And I don't know what it is about it. Maybe, I don't know. I do not know, but it looks cool to me. I'm glad this person has it. Dope Ink 5K, still hate the red, and I absolutely hate that red is becoming a part of like hip hop black and gray tattooing. It just is. It's part of like NBA dudes have been getting it, so that means regular people are getting it, and it looks like trash. It's like the worst trend in black and gray tatting since ever. But hey, you know, I'm not their fucking daddies. I think their daddies are other people. So yeah, on to the next. Okay, Dan Gilsdorf. Dude, look at this fucking guy, just like, got some, you know, got a paintbrush, got some black ink. He's a menace. I love it. Super cool. I like how good of a video they made. That's awesome. Like showing the whole process. Dan Gilsdorf, I believe, is from Portland, Oregon. He does some really good tattoos. I really enjoy his style, and he's been doing it for a long time. So that's just awesome. And anytime I get to showcase a tattooer in a good way, I would love to. And this is one of those videos. Like, he gave me an opportunity by making a really cool video. Let's skip a little bit to like the end of the tattooing part, and we could just admire it. Dan Gilsdorf, rad tatter, tattooing forever, doing rad tats, just painting shit on and making cool things. You know, I like it. If you've ever been tattooed by Dan, send this to him or leave a comment or whatever. He's great. On to the next. Okay. A baby in the womb. Okay. Very scary, right? It's kind of wild, okay? It's a wild, interesting take on this type of dark metal type of tattooing. Hey, guys have been getting weird fucking zombie dumb shit like this, black and gray, wild shit forever. Might as well do it on a woman every once in a while. And this is a crazy looking version of it. It kind of startles you because you're just not used to seeing it on a woman. And then for her to have like the fetus tattoo thing, just kind of crazy. But I'm into it. Good for them. This dark metal fucking look is crazy and it works and it makes me uncomfortable because it is a woman. So good for them for nailing that part. Yeah. I want to say the neck part of this, I absolutely fucking love. I didn't see that until right this moment. And the rest of the tattoo, you know what? It's interesting. It's weird. It's fucking gross looking. This neck part looks fucking tough. Like the negative space with that black and gray, wow, I just love that part. I like biomech when it's done in black and gray. This is like biomech dark metal stuff. Good for them, good for them. Wild, interesting, lots of thoughts here. On to the next. Okay, I've been practicing this all morning because I cannot use the music. I'm gonna have to do multiple takes. Flora, pick your favorite one. Flora is my editor in Argentina, so let's give this a go. Hold me down, I'm 6 feet from the edge and I'm thinking maybe 6 feet ain't so far down. Fucking nailed it. That's the one, dude, okay? It only took 2 tries and God, that was the most uncomfortable I'll ever be on camera. On to the motherfucking next as I sweat through this fucking shirt. Okay, we got some black and gray laser stuff. This is where I feel comfortable, guys. Talking shit, saying words, fucking not singing Creed on the internet, looking like a goof. Okay, yep, very satisfying. Not much I could take away from this. Remember, you know, that sometimes that experimental bullshit in tattooing is experimental and it looks like shit, okay? This person did a bunch of blackout, negative space, mandala stuff, put red over it. Like, you know, this is how I feel about these things. You know, for every weird experimental body modification guy that has like cool looking shit, there's a handful who have dumb looking shit. And this is dumb looking shit and it did not work out. And maybe you're like sitting at home being like, well, they didn't go to a great artist. And I'm like, yeah. Or maybe the idea is fucking stupid too. You know, like what's that one guy's name? Ephemeral Remy. Like he has great looking stuff, very experimental. This stuff works on him. And then I see this and I'm like, it just looks like shit. So maybe like the techniques are just bad, you know? Maybe like they're good for some people, awful for other people, and maybe they just suck. On to the next. Oh, this one cracked me up. Oh my God, dude. This just made me laugh. We're just gonna sit, appreciate it, laugh a little bit. Yeah, sometimes, you know what's funny? That spot sucks. I hate that spot. There's only a few things in tattooing I'll be like, I'm not doing that anymore. I've done it enough times. I hated the outcome enough times. I'm just not doing it. I just cannot do it. That's probably one of them, you know? Between that and what else will I refuse to do? I won't do inside the lip. Ooh, I hate that spot so much. And honestly, I don't really want to tattoo your ribs ever again. I don't want to tattoo ribs. I don't want to tattoo some fine line bullshit on your ribs. I think it looks stupid every time. And I don't think that the outcomes look that great. Even, yeah, so those are the 2 things. I ain't doing them. I decided right now. Someone walks into my shop, I'm saying no. On to the next. Hold me down. No, I'm not gonna do that again. Yeah, this looks like shit and yeah, bros. You know what's funny? Like there's a difference between scratcher doing traditional and a good tattooer doing traditional. And it's funny because there's like a difference between a scratcher doing this weird, dumb bullshit tattooing that I hate and someone who's actually good at doing this weird, dumb bullshit that I hate. And it's funny to see a scratcher version of something that I really dislike and it almost looks the same. You know, like whether you're good at this like, you know, like a little wavy like line things or you're bad at it, really doesn't matter. It doesn't because it takes 0 talent and you could accidentally make a tattoo look good by doing crap. So, yep, Next.
So she came to get a tattoo from California, but she had gotten this in California by someone else, and this is one of my flash. And we had posted a video saying like, oh, would you tattoo someone else's flash, whatever. And at that point, I did flash from some fucking goofball in California that was literally just a picture of a deer that he didn't do anything to, and he got all mad. And she told me right after, like, oh, I got one of your flash pieces by someone else in California. You know what I said? That's so cool. Send me a picture. And she finally came down. I'm tattooing her. It's all great, but, you know, it's the internet. Like, don't get fucking mad if someone tattoos your shit on someone else because it ends up on Pinterest. Don't be a bitch.
I love that statement. Everything from start to finish with this kid, I applaud. Yeah, it is the internet. And people do be getting like super weird about it, you know? Good for him. Honestly, that's a solid fucking take. I'm gonna end it right there for the most part, because what I got next is Tyler McMahon from Studio 23 at Tattoo Co. Sunderland, England. Okay, we got a bunch of you UK fucking tatters, and you guys are great. I want to talk about his black and gray, okay? Let's talk about it. It actually really does interest me that people who don't do traditional watch this channel, because it makes me very excited, and there's nothing against anyone who does any other style. And this is a clear example of someone who's great at a style that I'm not great at, and I generally don't like very often. But this dude crushes. So let's look at the skull. I love the skull. I love the smoke. The smoke looks like it's playing in all different places. I like that it's coming from the bottom, and then it also kind of comes out of the eye. Very cool, very interesting. When I look at this, I get confused. I don't know how to do this shit. This isn't me. This ain't me, but what I do know is that it looks good. Next is a Chucky. Dude, people love Chucky. One thing that I never thought I'd see someone get tattooed is a Chucky. And one thing a lot of people have tattooed, Chucky. Very nice, very cool. I love the Jack in the Box, which I believe is about to get cut off from Chucky. Very cool and just well done. Next is we got this like Sphinx eye with a hawk. Again, I love the negative space Tyler McMahon uses. It's interesting, it's delicate, it's strong, and it's detailed. Something no one is ever gonna say about my tattooing. Again, with that smoke, the play of negative space is rock solid on this Hanya. Now this is something I do know a lot about. I do a handful of Hanyas, and I love this in this black and gray version. Super solid, super cool. I love the way you cut off the horn rather than continuing it up into the forearm so it didn't take away from the rest of the tattoos up here. Very smart. And that's where we'll leave it. Oh, except for this ha ha ha. You know I fucking hate ha ha ha's. I love that you sent it to me. Very nice, very good. I like it still. Well tattooed. If you're ever in England, Sunderland, go get tattooed by Tyler McMahon.